Good God, what a sight. Terrible, terrible sight. Makes up for all the Pringles and insects we've eaten the last 2 days. Good morning and welcome back to Journey Across Japan, Escape to Mount Fuji, 1,000 kilometers in 6 days of despair. And we are surrounded by monkeys. Ironic, isn't it? Yesterday we went to Jikokudani Valley in Nagano, to the biggest monkey park in Japan, and there wasn't a single monkey. Today we're in a campsite in the middle of nowhere and there's a whole family wandering through the hills around us. So we've just stayed overnight in this alpine campsite in Takayama, and Joey is over here, Joey the anime man, studying his map of where we're going to next. Good morning, Joey. How are you doing?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Did you sleep all right?
Oh, it was alright.
Pretty hard futon.
Yeah.
The wood was really, that's what wood is.
Yeah.
The wood.
The wood.
It was pretty hard. So my back's done.
Yeah.
Challenge of the day. Every day of this trip we're doing challenges you guys have sent in. So far we've had about 4,000 submissions and our production team have whittled it down to just 3 today. One of which is about to come out of Anpanman. Yesterday's challenge was thoroughly unpleasant. We had to eat some horrible food.
Bees, larvae. I liked it.
Don't go back and watch it, or don't. It was horrible. All right, what we got?
All right, here we go. All right, challenge of the day is from Thomas Newen, who says, I like this challenge. Make a second Dr. Jelly ad.
Oh, God.
Yay!
Dr. Jelly. For those of you that don't know Dr. Jelly, in the original series of Journey Across Japan, I had an addiction to energy jelly, and Joey became the physical human manifestation of
physical human embodiment of an energy jelly.
誰か助けてくれ。
ドクタージェリーだ。元気がない君にドクタージェリー。ドクタージェリー全国のコンビニで発売中。
So we've got to try and make a contemporary modern update on Dr. Jelly.
Hell
somehow.
Yeah.
All right, time to hit the road. Once I've folded this damn map, I've got like a problem. I can't fold a map.
Really?
I can't do it. I hate maps. Let's go!
Leaving the monkeys behind to roam free, we hit the road once more for our 100-kilometre journey from Takayama into Gifu Prefecture. And given we've just spent the last 2 days in forgotten quarries, asbestos-filled lough hotels and dusty log cabins, we've decided to stay the night in the hot spring town of Gedo, considered to be one of Japan's top 3 hot spring resorts. But before we plunge into a much-needed bath, our first stop midway is Takayama, a stunning traditional town that's become a popular tourist destination in recent years. If we're looking for inspiration for our Japanese commercial today, hopefully we'll find it down the city's rustic streets. But first things first, it's breakfast time.
All right, Joe, I've got a special job for you.
Yeah.
This is my breakfast. Pocket chicky, literally pocket chicken from Family Mart. I need you to put it on the stick for me because I'm driving. Put it on the stick.
So you want me to feed you, basically?
To a point, yes.
Yeah, you want me to feed you.
Feed me the pocket chicken. Oh, if I was going to escape to anywhere in Japan, right, and just disappear into nothingness, I'd come here to the mountains of Gifu. Covered in clouds, beautiful mountain range. Don't eat the pocket chicken. What's right? Gonna have to pull over in a minute and throw you out a window. Yeah, look at that on a little toothpick. Oh, now that is a good breakfast.
Pocket chicken, the cornerstone of any nutritious breakfast.
Absolutely. So we're in the old quarter of Takayama. It's one of my favourite streets in Japan. I've been here once before and it left a good impression, mainly because of the Hidagyu Wagyu beef we're about to eat. On a stick.
On a stick.
On a stick.
A Wagyu sirloin steak might set you back anywhere between $80 to $200 in Japan. But here the local Hidagyu, which gets its name from the nearby town of Hida, can be enjoyed on a skewer for as little as 1,000 yen, about $10. Sure, it's pricey for a single skewer, but by serving the prized marbled beef as a street food, at least you can savour the juicy, buttery smooth beef without needing to blow all your pocket money.
That is the lunch of kings, that is. This makes up for all the Pringles and insects we've eaten the last 2 days.
Yeah, try?
Takayama.
Take them off.
Oh, look at that. Oh, good.
That just melts in your mouth, doesn't it?
It's very buttery. Because it's A5, it means it's quite rich in fat. Oh.
I thought you'd needed some like sauce or anything on it, but no, it's just a bit of salt on it. It's perfect. It's really good.
Perfect. And now, this. Natsuki's hand gel, right? So before Natsuki left yesterday, he gave us this hand gel. He started his own brand of hand gel. It's typical Natsuki cashing in on a disaster. There you go. Some nice hand jelly. 75% alcohol. It's very strong. It's like pouring vodka on your hands.
Yeah, that's what it smells like.
Maybe Natsuki drinks it with his. Have a shot before bedtime. But what we were thinking, because I don't eat energy jelly anymore, this could be Dr. Jelly's new thing.
Oh,
Dr. Jelly for the modern generation.
Dr. Jelly's going to evolve to Dr. Hand Jelly.
It certainly is. In recent years, Takayama has become really popular with tourists because it's kind of like a mini Kyoto. And it's one of the few places a lot of tourists have been going to outside of major cities like Tokyo, Osaka and Kyoto. Takayama is kind of in the middle. If you're coming to Japan for the first time, put Takayama on your itinerary for like a day and it'll be a nice little escape from the city. But now we've filled up on some tasty A5 hidagyu. It's time to see if we can find a backdrop for Dr. Jelly. This cat keeps wanting to slash the shoji doors. The woman's like, stop it, and it's like, no.
While the shoji slasher cat is Takayama's undeniable highlight, in firm second place is one of Japan's largest retro museums, the Takayama Showakhan, where you can transport yourself back in time to the 1950s and 60s, with streets, shops and even classrooms recreated in impressive detail.
Oh wow. That's so cool.
Just like a 1950s, 1960s style classroom. There's a lot of nostalgia around the kind of the Showa Jidai, the Showa era, because after World War II, Japan went through an economic miracle. World War II didn't go so well for Japan, but after that, the country rebuilt itself and kind of reimagined itself. And there's a lot of nostalgia for that period, a lot of the toys, games, culture. You speak to anyone who grew up between the 1950s to the 1980s, and they would kind of speak very nostalgically and very fondly about that era. That's the end of that bit. I don't know what this is. It's the smallest vehicle I've ever been in. I think this is what we should have done Journey Across Japan in. 1940s, 1950s little van. I love it. Full steam ahead, Joey.
Get in, let's go.
Oh, wow. Oh, jackpot. This is amazing. It's like a 1960s style canteen. Lots of cool items. This is it. It doesn't even feel like it's fake. It actually feels like a real to scale, like little diner or canteen or something where you come for like a bit of lunch or dinner. Oh wow, what do you reckon?
That's perfect actually.
Maybe, so it needs to be something to do with this hand gel. Natsuki's bloody alcoholic hand gel.
Well, that's perfect, right? Because there's a meal right there. So we can make it like you just came home from work and you're like, oh man, I need a meal, but I'm too hungry to go wash my hands, and then I burst in with this shit.
I'm too hungry to wash my hands.
Exactly.
But that is a genuinely plausible, workable situation.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Should we do it?
I think we should.
Let's do it.
Look at the fucking camera. What a prick.
Yeah, good. 汚い君にドクターハンドジェリー
Can't see it.
Shit.
Got your shit.
Alright, like you. One. 手のため身の羽 Let's try it again. It's, you need the tempo.
Oh, that's so much, Joey. Fucking hell. How was that?
I think it was good enough that we got it in one shot.
Show me. So we've just finished filming after about, what, an hour? In this, like, 1950s style restaurant. We've just finished. How do you think it went?
I think it went really well.
It's difficult to know until we've edited it, but you can see the finished version of Dr. Jelly 2 at the end of this video. But for now, Gero Onsen.
Let's go.
Let's get out of here. Gero, get...
Oh, okay.
And while you were suiting up into Dr. Jelly, I did discover a hotel with a room with a hot spring in it, in a 1,000-year-old log.
1,000-year-old log.
1,000-year-old log. Imagine that. Like this 1,000-year-old, this log has been there for 1,000 years, 20 generations, and 2 foreigners come along, sit in the log and break it because they're too big for it. That'll be a tragic end to the day.
But also hilarious.
At least we've got a title for this video now. Just this sort of clickbait title. I sat in a 1,000-year-old log in Japan.
And broke it.
And broke it.
Not clickbait.
It's a sort of disgusting, filthy clickbait title you have to do as a YouTuber.
Sounds like a video I would make.
It is, isn't it? It's a Joey video.
Yeah.
I sat in a log in Japan, look at me.
Yeah.
And the thumbnail will be him going, with a stupid face.
Fun fact, in Japanese, gero actually means to vomit. But don't worry, the baths here are filled with geothermal spring water and not something unspeakably dreadful. Arriving at our hotel room, we're given something of a whirlwind tour by a warm, welcoming member of staff who's proud to showcase the seemingly never-ending amount of televisions placed around our room.
でこちらがね、ご覧ください。ここ、ご覧になって、ベッドルーム。はい、ベッドルームのね、とこにもテレビあります。はい、受話器もあります。電話。はい。でテレビがあそこに1台。こちらにもテレビがもう1台ございます。すごいでしょ。受話器も2つ。でそちらのお部屋にもテレビがございます。テレビが3台、受話器が3台。素晴らしいね。ね。
Oh, so we've just arrived in our room at Gero Onsen, and it's a really quite a large room, to be honest.
It's fancy as fuck.
That 1,000-year-old log comes with a rather big room. We'll give you a tour in a minute. We haven't gone outside and seen this log yet, so quite excited about this.
Yeah. And the grand review. Oh wow. That's a log, alright. That's a fucking log, alright. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So just to put in perspective of how big it is. The woman who brought us in here said that, like, both of us could fit in here. I don't know about that, to be honest with you. But yeah, apparently you just turn this on, the tap on. Right now it's not filled at all, but the moment you turn this tap on, then the fresh onsen water from the Gero Springs is going to come right out of here and into here, and it should hopefully, I don't know, intermingle with the wood or something and make it extra special.
Intermingle with the wood.
The synergy of the wood and the onsen water.
Oh god.
So we actually get our dinner in our room at this giant table over here, which Joey will now demonstrate. But it's a pretty big room. We've got 2 beds, we've got like a general seating area with a TV. We've got our own nice elderly butler woman, the best way to described as the maid. She's lovely, yeah, very nice. And she just poured us some tea as well. And we've got the room where we're going to have dinner.
One of the key considerations when choosing a ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn, is the food. The average cost of a one-night stay, including dinner and breakfast, is around 25,000 yen, or $250. And the lavish, mouth-watering dinner is a huge part of that cost and the experience as a whole. Some ryokans do buffet style, but I recommend getting one with a multi-course kaiseki dinner, where you're encouraged to try all the immaculately presented and prepared local dishes placed before you. I mean, as brilliant as a buffet is, I know for a fact when I'm served a buffet, my culinary lust for adventure is quickly drowned out by a lack of self-control and a plate drenched in steak and fried chicken. With that in mind, we chose this inn not just for the private bath and abundance of televisions and telephones, but for its delicious kaiseki banquet, served up exquisitely in the comfort of our own room.
Well, cheers, Joey.
Cheers, Chris.
What a wonderful looking meal. I feel like a samurai lord, albeit a poorly dressed samurai lord.
I feel like a samurai lord.
Well,
in
you've
my
got
yukata.
the full yukata on, right? One of the best things about staying at a traditional Japanese inn at ryokan is the dinner. And there's nowhere else in Japan that you can really get a meal like this. You have to come to ryokan to kind of get this large, ridiculous course meal. It's not.
This isn't even half of it, by the way.
This isn't like a 1 course, a 2 course, or a 3 course. There's about 20 courses there. There's about 20 different dishes, and they keep bringing them in over and over. It's quite misleading though, because you come in, you've got the beef, and you've got the kind of the things that you're going to eat later on in the meal before you. So you've got the main dish there, but you don't eat that for the next 30 minutes.
It's just a tease. I don't know what half of these are.
No, I haven't a clue. Haven't a clue.
Yeah.
And if you try and read the menu, good luck with that, because they're written in quite complicated kanji. They use quite formal kanji characters for making menus at traditional.
Like, I didn't know sukiyaki had a kanji until now.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Like words like sukiyaki, we kind of read them.
Usually it's written in hiragana, but in this one it's written in kanji.
Absolutely. So they do that to give it a kind of air of
Tradition
and excellence, which is 2 things that I stand for.
Tradition and excellence.
Better than pocky chicky, this, to some extent. Right, where are we going to start?
Itadakimasu.
We'll eat this 20-course meal, and then we'll get in the log. Get in the log.
Get in the log.
Spent most of the day in a 1950s diner recreating a nightmare. We're going to have this wonderful dinner and I'm going to get in a 1,000-year-old log. What a weird day.
Sounds good to me. Gotta be like those Japanese TV shows where it's shaking way too much.
And then you've got to say the inevitable Japanese phrase.
Oishii!
Hey, we're at least as good as a Japanese television show now.
とってもね、クリーミーなの。すごくクリーミーですごく美味しいんだけど、本当に何言ってるかわかんないの。
Your skills on YouTube are wasted, Joey.
I should hire me for Japanese 食レポ.
Should be fronting NHK World.
すごく美味しいの、本当に。I don't know what it is, but.
So we've just finished dinner. I say dinner, it was more like a banquet in size and scale. But now's the bit I've been looking forward to all day. We're here by the log, but apparently it could fit 4 or 5 people in it. But tonight it's only going to have 2 people in it, and in my book that's already 1 person too many. Go on then, Joe, fill up your log.
Fill up my log. Alright. Apparently if I just flick this on, it'll just start filling up on its own. Ready?
Go.
Bing!
Whoa! And we're off.
So apparently this water comes straight out. This is all natural spring water from underground below Gettle. And yeah, apparently the effects are the smoothing of the skin. So your boy's about to have some...
Your boy?
Your boy!
Your boy.
I do.
You don't belong on this channel.
So much like every onsen, there's a rule before you can't just jump in, right? You have to wash your body off. So I'm gonna go over to that corner over there where the shower head is. Wash my body off, get myself a little bit clean, and then jump right into this. Alright, well, it's filled up to the brim. It stopped on its own once it filled up to the brim.
What is it, Joey?
熱い熱い熱い。ああ、でも気持ちいい。
Oh my god.
It's actually quite comfy. Once you're inside of it, there's lots of space. Like, you could easily fit another person in here.
Excellent. Because that's what's about to happen. And watch all the water go out.
Oh, Chris is a fat fuck. Oh!
It's like a waterfall. Oh, it is nice though. Good God, what a sight. Terrible, terrible sight. I mean, this whole journey across Japan, escape to Fuji thing, is starting to feel worryingly like some sort of awkward date. A week-long date with Joey. Like, so, I mean, we're 3 days into this road trip now, and the weather has been consistently utter crap.
Yeah.
This is called Journey Across Japan, Escape to Mount Fuji. Imagine how awful, imagine how embarrassing, imagine how humiliating it would be if we didn't see Mount Fuji not once on this damn road trip. I know it's not going to happen now.
Embarrassing for you, hilarious for me and everybody else.
God, I would cry. Like, it's just going to be me sitting in front of a pile of clouds, crying my eyes out. That's going to be the end of Journey Across Japan. But now, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Get ready for Dr. Jelly 2. Here we go.
Enjoy.
Cheers. Yeah, oh, he's drunk it all. Ah, Dr. Jelly.
ああ疲れた。でも腹減った。どうしようかな。あ、美味しそう。これかな。
いらっしゃいませ。
はい、どうぞ。
いただきます。いらないこれ。僕綺麗になった。ありがとうドクタージェリー。
手のため身のため母のためドクターハンドジェリー。
ドクターハンドジェリー全国のコンビニで発売中。
So there you have it, Dr. Jelly, the second commercial.
I hope it's good.
Yeah, let us know how it turned out in the comments below, and of course we'll see more challenges in tomorrow's video as we continue our journey to Mount Fuji and hopefully have our first glance of the iconic mountain itself. But for now guys, as always, many thanks for watching Abroad in Japan, thanks for joining us on our journey today, and we hope to see you right back here to do it again in the next episode, Journey Across Japan, Escape to Mount Fuji. Woo! Genuinely, this isn't like a joke. We're trapped in the basement of a pyramid capsule hotel inside a shipping container.
Yes.
It's like our own private capsule hotel. Fuck.